It could happen within days. The U.S., Britain, and their European allies are moving closer to a military strike in Syria. Canada could play a role too. While UN inspectors have hit a new roadblock in their search for evidence of a chemical attack, Washington is reportedly putting together its own proof and giving the strongest sign yet. The U.S. will take action. CBC's Briar Stewart is on the story. She joins me live from Washington. As I mentioned, the strongest signals yet coming from the Obama administration to perhaps head towards military action against the Syrian regime. What are the newest developments, Briar?
Well, Suhana, there are reports this morning that the Syrian opposition has been told by Western powers that a strike could happen in a number of days. There are also reports that the Syrian opposition has handed over a list of potential targets to those same countries. But of course, we know that United States intelligence analysts have compiled their own list. Secretary of Defense Chuck Hagel spoke to the BBC this morning in an interview and basically said that the military is ready to go pending any kind of notice from the president. We know that they have moved 4 naval destroyers closer to Syria, that they also have warplanes in the region. Here's a little bit of that interview with Secretary of Defense Chuck Hagel.
Suffice to say, the options are there. The United States Department of Defense is ready to carry out those options. If that would occur, also in coordination with our international partners.
But if the order comes, you're ready to go like that?
We are ready to go like that. The deeper we get into
This comes as there's a flurry of discussion with different nations in Europe and really around the world about just what kind of action should be taken. We now know that the British Prime Minister has recalled Parliament. They're on a summer recess at the moment. They're going to be recalled on Thursday for a crisis session. There's going to be a discussion and a vote on how Britain should respond to the chemical attacks. And I should mention that even though the UN investigation is still going on in Syria, the kind of language we're hearing from officials like Hagel and from Secretary of State John Kerry is that there's little doubt in their mind. In fact, Kerry said it's undeniable that chemical weapons were used. Now, as far as that UN investigation goes, the inspectors were supposed to go out today. In fact, they left their Damascus hotel, but they had to return because there were concerns over security. The UN put out a statement saying that they're working to improve that and they're scheduled to go out tomorrow. But the Syrian foreign minister also spoke as well, and he said that those security concerns related to a dispute between rebel groups.
Now, Briar, the Syrian regime is responding to John Kerry this morning. What's it saying?
Well, the Syrian regime has basically issued a warning saying they're going to carry on with their own campaign regardless of whether or not there's any kind of military intervention. They also said that they're going to defend themselves using all means available. Here's a little bit more of that statement from Syria's foreign minister.
We have 2 choices.
either of to give in to this, or to defend ourselves with all means at our disposal.
Now, he also said that any intervention, any military strike, if the aim was to basically shift the balance of power in the country, he said that would be completely delusional, and that any strike would actually end up helping some al-Qaeda-linked groups operating in the region. So a lot of developments.
And we'll continue to watch. Thank you, Briar Stewart in Washington.